Welcome to the Mentor Project podcast, a place where you will learn, discover new ideas, be entertained, inspired, and even mentored. Our shows explore a wide range of subjects, including science, technology, business, society and culture, art and entertainment, and life. If you would like to learn more about the Mentor Project, please go to www.mentorproject.org. We hope you'll enjoy the show.
Sure, I hope you will enjoy the show. This is a test of the Mentor Project broadcast system. Deborah, welcome.
Oh, I'm so excited to be here with you, Marco, and what a great idea to give updates about the Mentor Project each week.
I know it's people watching right now are witnessing a live experiment that we hope we're going to tune in as we go. We just come out with a name. I know it's not original, but it is the weekly update with the Mentor Project. Probably people heard that before, but I think it gives the idea about what we will be doing in this about 10, 15 minutes, let's say, that we have available every week. So what's the plan, Deborah?
I think the plan is to let people know what we're doing, what we're up to, and anything that is new on the horizon that they should be looking for.
Absolutely. And we should probably start with an introduction of what the Mentor Project is for those that are not familiar with it. But I was making a joke, and when we decided to do this, is we do so much in the backstage. And I like always the metaphor of stage, front stage and backstage, because there's always so much going on in the back so that the front show looks good. Everything is tuning, and we produce a good show. In our case, this show is actually doing something good, or at least we try. And we need to let people know about it. We always I think we're too shy about what we do. We do a lot of good things.
You're right. We are too shy about it. And so thanks to you, we're getting over our shyness and putting stuff out there. I'd love to tell about the Mentor Project, give an overview for people who may have heard about us but don't quite know what we do. We are an organization of more than 100 mentors. Everyone volunteers their time. They're elite experts in the world, from astronauts to artists, and everything in between. And our mission is to bring these world-class experts to mentor students from around the world for free. And we do that in 5 countries, including the United States. And, so we are reaching, I think we've reached about 100,000 students. And the goal is really to make it so that whether you're rich or you're poor, or you live in an urban or rural area, you can connect with a mentor that doesn't live near you, that you may not have access to any other way. So our goal is to have individuals go on our website, fill out a mentee application, which is free, takes a minute, and get hooked up with a mentor.
You said something that I'm a big fan of. With all the transition to doing things online, a lot of people can't wait to go back in person. Many conference events that I've been going back, they are happening. But I really don't like the fact that we go back to not giving the chance to those that cannot come to the San Francisco, New York, Las Vegas, Sydney, wherever it is. It costs money to go to event. And in our case, we can reach, as you said, so many more people. And that's amazing. I mean, we are half on the East Coast, West Coast. We are open to everybody. Why don't you give some example of even things that has been done recently, I believe in Africa with Justin. That's a great example of what you can do.
So we are so fortunate to have the Peanuts artist, Justin Thompson, as one of our mentors. And last year, there was an opportunity presented to us to bring an artist to a small school of 500 students in rural Tanzania in a town called Shirati. And I asked Justin, I said, Justin, would you like to teach art to 500 students in, Western art cartooning to students in Tanzania. And he said, sure. And I said, okay, it's going to be like almost a 24-hour trip, and you're going to need about $1,000 of shots to get there. You still on board? And he said, absolutely. And he went and had an absolutely amazing time teaching the students. And there was a scholarship that was offered for 15 students to continue their art instruction with Justin every month on Zoom. And so Justin gets up at 4 a.m. and runs a Zoom with the students that were chosen, the 15 students in Tanzania. And it's absolutely amazing to see that these students who haven't had a formal cartooning art class are really thriving and seeing a new aspect of themselves that they didn't get to have access to before.
And this is the reason why I ask you this is that it makes the perfect example of, yes, we go in person, somebody goes on adventure with a lot of shots, and then we get it going. It doesn't end there. We give this opportunity, and sometimes we just don't even need to go there. We just go something online and we serve people. But I know in this case I'm kind of doing the question and you do the answer, because of course you're the founder, one of the founder of the Mentor Project. But I want you to talk in this introduction to the public, the importance of what we do as a lateral mentoring as well. I think that's for me, I've learned more in a year and a half of being on the Mentor Project than reading books.
One thing that people think of with mentoring is that it's hierarchical, that you have to go up the ladder and it's a one-way sort of a ticket to the next level in something. And what we know in the Mentor Project and what I write about all the time is lateral mentoring. And that is where different experts get together and help each other out with whatever question they may have. And our mentors are amazing at that. So every Friday, we have a Zoom meeting that's open for our mentors. And from that, tremendous things have come out of it. Things you wouldn't imagine. In the couple of years ago, we had 2 mentors get together and they wrote for Nature magazine. They were in completely different fields. They never would have met otherwise, and they never would have collaborated on that. We've had mentors who have collaborated on books. To write books. We just had a mentor say, hey, I'd like to start People for Peace. And these are all things not related to the Mentor Project, but they are passion projects that come about with mentors helping mentors in different areas of their work or their life or their passion projects. And we encourage that with our mentees. And we also always encourage that with our mentors, because we've been able to see explosive impact from lateral mentoring, which is, again, free.
Yeah, and I'm glad that you mentioned the meeting that we have on Friday, because that's the reason why we decided to go with this weekly update live. So we don't need to prepare, we don't need to edit, just go in and go out. And we hope people will tune in. But the reason why we're doing that is because we want it to be very spontaneous. We don't script, as you can tell. If it was scripted, it would have probably been better. But we like it to be like this. So coming from the meeting, we want to bring out of the backstage meeting again on stage, give 5 minutes every week. If some week maybe just the 2 of us or one of us, but hopefully there will be also a mentor that come and brag about something good that they're doing, or we can talk about something that we are doing together. So that's the intention of, and we, not apologize, but we hope to enjoy everybody can enjoy the spontaneous coming together. Sometimes may be a serious topic, sometimes may be something entertaining, sometimes may be something where we want to involve the audience to spread the word around about what we do, if they will. Let's get it to the future, if you want.
Sure.
Yeah, anything that
you
would like to announce?
Yeah. Some updates for right now, and I have future. So I just want to say what we're already doing, which is kind of cool. And we've already had some amazing outcomes. We have a research group and we have top researchers who are teaching and mentoring high school students how to conduct systematic reviews. I have a PhD, and I did not learn that in my program, in my PhD program, and so I'm learning along with the students. I'm being laterally mentored by an expert in that area. So Jennifer Wisdom is helping out with that. We just brought somebody new in to who has a PhD and is also going to be helping with that as well. But two students are learning how to do it and will be helping out. We're expecting about 3 papers. This is on mentoring that we're looking at, a systematic review. So it's really exciting. We encourage anybody who would like to learn an aspect of research, particularly systematic review, because you don't need an IRB for it. And for those who don't know what that is, that's an internal review board. You can do it on your own if you want. So if there are people who are interested in that, reach out because we are going to be starting another group this in 2024. We also have Tanzania happening again. Justin will be doing that. We've been in the planning stages. We didn't just toss Justin into an airplane. We have to do a lot of fundraising. We have to coordinate his vaccinations. Anybody else who wants to go, make sure that they're fully vaccinated. We have to make sure that we're in sync with the school and what's happening there. So there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes with all of that. And we are also going to be having the Innovation Lab occurring again. That's on a little hiatus while we do a little bit of behind the scenes updating work on it. But in the past year, we've had people patent and we've had people come up with new business ideas. So that's also free. We have a cool group of people who help anyone innovate. And finally, I'm going to leave this one for you, Marco. Podcasting. That's happening now with mentees and with mentors. And so if you want to give us an update on that, that'd be terrific.
Well, this is something that I leave on my day job, where I get paid to do with the business that I have, and there is so many people that want to have a voice, and that's the beauty about media today. It's the beauty and the curse in a way, because when you give access to everybody, then a lot of weird stuff happens. You don't have an editor board, you don't have a filter, and we witness all of this. But from a democratic perspective and opportunities, it's beautiful that anybody doesn't need a fancy microphone. You just need to set up something for free and start podcasting. So I'm getting a lot of interest in that, and that's part of making connection, is part of personal branding, is part of thinking about share the passion, that oftentimes it goes way more than the silly video. There's people out there that they do silly video, but they also take on very, very important task and promote something they believe in. So the podcasting is perfect for that, and that's why we're here. And when you do the podcast, you can also attach a script to it, a little article. You can do the video. I mean, people at this point, they don't even know when we say podcast if it's audio or video or both. So we're doing both, and we want everybody to participate. And I want to take this opportunity to talk about mentees, because we want to bring mentees to talk about their experience on this weekly update. It's not just about the mentors. It's also, especially, shouldn't be just about the mentors. So I'm excited about that. I want this to be kind of the voice of everybody involved in the mentor project.
Me too. It's really exciting, Marco. Thanks for kicking this off.
Yeah, and I'm keeping an eye on the time, because we're going to stay straight at the 15 minutes and we're going to close soon. So let's make a call to action, Deborah, where they can find us, where we are available on social media. We will actually probably put some notes in the podcast and under the video as well, so they know. But the main place, Deborah, I'm going to give you this last 5 seconds to you to just invite people to join us.
Please join us. It's free to join anything that we're doing. www.mentorproject.org is the best place to find us. You can find us. We have a page on LinkedIn, on Facebook, and on YouTube. So find us in any of those locations. But please, if you're looking for mentorship, we're here.
And if you're listening to the podcast and you didn't enjoy to see us talking on the video on YouTube, subscribe to the podcast, because this is the Mentor Project podcast as well. And if you subscribe, you will know every time that there is either an update or a special that may be longer than the 15 minutes, which of course we already went way too long. We're going to say goodbye. We're going to be back next week. This is the Mentor Project and we're out. But just for now, stay tuned.
Thank you for listening. This show was brought to you by the Mentor Project. If you enjoyed this segment, there are many ways to thank us. Please consider subscribing to our podcast, making a tax-deductible donation, or becoming directly involved. Subscribe to this podcast and visit us at www.mentorproject.org to learn more.